Yo, 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 my good people. Welcome to the third episode of the Trippin'-N-The podcast. I'm your host, Dice, with my co-host, Mike. We're here to talk about some Summer League recaps, talk about some different things. He got some questions to ask me that I don't know about yet, so we're going to get live reactions to see what's going on, what he talking about. So, you want to start us off?
Yeah. So, just your thoughts on the summer league on the next game of the day, just overall, players that you've seen that impress you so far, and of course tonight's Knicks game. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's great we won. You know what I mean? To start off with that, I like the aggressiveness of Grimes. I thought that was great. He was pissing me off. He kept fucking shooting us. It reminded me of Quickly last year. Like, remember I told you, like, I was just like, yo, stop shooting the ball, yo. Like, but turn it on in the second half. I like that. McBride looks a lot better. Even when he's shooting the ball, he just looks a lot more confident. I thought that was great. He had command and presence of the offense of the team. You could even see in the huddle, he's just, he's talking to different guys and listening. I like Farron Hunt, Farron Hunt. I didn't realize, I didn't really see him play last year. I know he was on the two-way last year. I feel like he showed his twitchiness. You know what I mean? He's quick on ball defense, super athletic. Might not get no burn this year, but definitely somebody that we should keep in the tuck, keeping the fold. You know what I mean? Because he can play. You know what I mean? And Sims look good. He's too good. He's too good for this though. Sims. We've seen him play against Embiid and do his thing last year.
I got a comment on Sims too. I want to, when you're done with your points, I'm gonna talk about Sims and that whole Knicks Twitter nonsense I'm in hearing. But go ahead, you finish.
Oh yeah, I'm a part of that. Yeah, I'm a part of that. But you know why though? But I know where you're going with that. But yeah, no, I thought guys looked good. I like Jeffries, athletic, can shoot, can defend. We know we got 13 spots taken up on the team. Got 2 spots available. We see what happens with that. But I like Jeffries too for that spot. Montero plays defense. Kills look like shit. I mean, I know he got some boards and he just look regular, man. Like, he ain't look like a dude that was starting for Duke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, just to follow up, Kills is on his first game. The man hasn't played in about 3.5 months. Duke season ended 3 months ago. Give him some time. You know what I mean? He said the same thing about Grimes. First 2 summer leagues, last year he was trash. Then he lit it up, and now everybody love Grimes. Get Kills give him at least a couple games. Yeah. Now, a couple things about him. He's fat.
I didn't want to be the guy to say it.
Yeah, he's fat. So he needs to work on his conditioning. This whole year in the G League, just running. The man be eating pork chops. You can get it together.
Yeah.
But he got talent. I seen he got some steals. He made a couple nice passes. Of course, he wasn't finishing at the rim because he's fat.
Yeah.
So him being 18, give him some time. Give him a couple years, right? I like McBride. I like what I've seen. Just the confidence. Even the shot looks better. It looks like it's going in, even if it's not. He looked like he's in command. So I like that about him. Grimes, I'm not worried when he started off slow. I knew eventually he would get it together. That's a guy with confidence. I like that he took that many shots. Is that even though you were saying earlier, he missed it, stop shooting. Summer League, dude, shoot. Now is the time to get all that rust off, get your game together, get your confidence up.
Shoot. I just wanted to see Hunt pass that motherfucker the fuck.
Yeah, no, but Hunt, yeah, this is the type of environment Hunt gonna kill because he got athleticism. He gonna get those dunks, yada yada. But Grimes, 8 assists today, quietly.
Yeah.
Nobody say nothing about the 8 assists. He struggled shooting a little bit, but he still finished 8 for 20, 24 points, 8 assists. Next game, he gonna come out killing because he's not gonna miss that many shots. So I'm good with Grimes.
Right.
Now Sims, this is what I want to talk about. Sims. Yesterday on Twitter, everybody, we missed out on Jalen Duran. The Knicks stupid. They traded this guy, his athleticism off the charts, blah, blah, blah. Now we see Sims come with 16 and 10, the same dunks, maybe even higher dunks. We still got Mitch. Then they got Isaiah. Like, stop with this door. Stop with that one. Like, if y'all want to talk about any other prospect, I'm good. Do not come to me with the same. We got the same center twice. Like, it's silly. Like, I don't want to hear Knicks Twitter no more. Stop talking about it. Sims out here dominating these guys. He doesn't belong here. Right? We're gonna draft another center to do the same exact thing. That's stupid. So stop. No more. I don't want to hear no more of that. Cut it out.
I just wanted him to come and take Mitch's spot. I didn't want to pay Mitch $60 million. I've been on board with that since the jump. So that was in replacement of Mitch. If we would have been a Duran, Hartenstein, Sims,
Well, we get Sims and Duran is the same player.
Literally. So is Mitch and Sims.
No, I mean, but Mitch is better defensively right now than Sims is. So Mitch is more of a rim protector and, offensive rebounder. Sims is a defensive rebounder. I don't really see him get that many offensive rebounders.
Plus, Duran is 18. You can mold that.
Okay, I can mold 22. Like, I'm curious. The guy acting like Mitch is 40. He's 24, bro. 24. Sims is 21, 22. Like, relax with no more Duran. I don't hear that no more. Y'all want to talk about Hardy? I thought we should have got him. I said that before the draft.
Yeah.
You want to talk about those guys? Okay. Duran, don't quiet that. Like, Sims just made y'all look stupid today. He really did. Like, nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing about Duran today. It's quiet today. So no more. But,
I mean, I've been a fan of Sims, though. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm happy to see it.
Everybody's saying, it's athleticism. We don't have that on the team. Where is that? Yes, we do. Relax.
I ain't hear that.
Relax.
I ain't hear that. Everybody just said Duran could do what Mitch could do, and you don't got to pay him 60. That's it.
Sims can do what Duran can do. You pay him less. It's the same thing. It's a wasted draft pick. We'd have picked him having Sims and signing Isaiah. It's a waste. Like, no more of that. But we got 3 centers 24 and younger. Can you just, Knicks fans, can y'all be happy? You got 3 centers 24 years old or younger that's all can play. Can you be happy with that?
Yeah.
And stop bitching on Twitter. That's all I'm saying. All right, so
we Knicks fans just like what they like. You know how we are.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like every player is like, oh damn, I loved him. Oh, this guy, man, why didn't we get him? Why didn't we get every day? Every day, 12 points. It's
because we're not fans that we traded out of the first round. That's why nobody was a fan of that. Like, you still would have got Brunson. Like,
if you would have picked, I seen what's the guy named from Kansas that he had like 16 points today.
Ogabaji.
Right. Somebody like, I love this kid. We passed on him. Okay, you got Grimes. Everybody's bitching they want Cam to play, right? You got Deuce. You got the Deuce Hive. You seen what Deuce did today, right? Okay, and you got IQ. Where the fuck is Abaji playing or whatever his name is? Where you playing? Where these niggas playing? So everybody bitched about trading these picks. And then we got young players you want to play. So it's confusing as shit. Like, make up your mind. Do you want these players to play or you want new players to play? You just want to pick a person so you can feel happy? I just don't understand the whole philosophy behind everybody bitching as much as they are. And listen, I'm not a Homer Nick nigga. Like, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not one of them. I love Leon. I'm not that guy. But come on, like, I gotta relax on trading that 11 pick. Unless one of these guys become a bona fide superstar, I don't want to hear about it no more.
What if that guy? What if it's 2 guys that we passed on that become multi-time all-stars? Can I interest you in that?
It depends on what we passed on them at. So say if Hardy, for instance, you pick 35, you become an all-star, then you gonna blame the Knicks? It's just 30.
No. I'm not even thinking about Hardy. I'm talking about guys that was in that 11 range.
Okay,
I'm not thinking about Hardy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just want to make it clear because they like, the Knicks passed on Hardy, dude. The whole league passed on him in the first round. So that's silly. Like,
multiple times. Teams had multiple picks. Like,
you can't make that a Knick take. That's just everybody made a mistake. That's fine. They passed on Jokic in the first round too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a Knick. That's stupid. Like, but yeah, if you're talking about the 11th range, the Dings and those guys, if one of them become a star and they could have picked them and they was on the radar and they didn't pick them, it's going to look stupid unless those 3 picks turn into a superstar. Then nobody will really care, right? But if those 3 picks don't turn into nothing or they don't draft them or whatever it ends up being, then yeah, it's going to look dumb. And I'm sure they know that. But my whole point is just relax a little bit. Like, enjoy the young players that we have. Stop fantasizing about everybody else's team. It's annoying just being on Twitter. Everybody who drops 20 is like, why didn't we pick him? I wanted him. Relax, bro. You got a young team right now. You seen Grimes do his thing. You seen Deuce do his thing. You seen Sims do his thing. You got Hunt on the 2-way. Kill's gonna need work. You know, when he get in shape and he not fat, he'd be all right. You know what I mean? You still got you got Grimes. You got Cam. We got the youngest team I remember for years of being a Knicks fan.
Definitely
Let's enjoy this team, this young team, and watch them grow and stop bitching. That's where I'm at with it. Like, I need to chill. But I'm going to get into my questions for you right now.
Okay.
So we're going to get off the Summer League real quick. I want to get your real thoughts on this franchise and just ask you a couple questions. So my first question is this. Leon Rose. Where do you rank Leon Rose compared to our past GMs? So we're talking about Steve Mills. We're talking about Phil Jackson, Isaiah Thomas, Ernie Grunfeld. Where do you rate with Leon has done so far in this 3 years compared to those guys? Where would you rank them and put it in order of the best to the least?
I go Donnie Walsh 1. Leon Rose 2. Grunfeld 3. Isaiah Thomas 4. I guess.
That's awful. It's an awful list. But go ahead.
Phil Jackson last?
I think Isaiah last, and I put Phil fourth because Phil got me at least the biggest for a year or two. Isaiah just was.
Yeah,
Isaiah I mean, I know he got Marbury, but they sexual assaulting. This is bad.
I agree with that part. I mean, yeah. Trade for Steve Francis.
So you had Leon Rose second out of that list behind Donnie Walsh. Why would you rank him? Why you rank him second? Are you happy with the job he has done in 3 years? So just to put it in context.
I mean, so name. Look at the guys you named, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'll get to that next. I'm gonna ask you the follow-up question to that. So hold that thought.
Okay.
Hold that thought. But why do you like what he's done so far? So I want to put in the content. He made the playoffs the first year. I know it was COVID season. Regardless, it's on record as playoffs. Mm-hmm. Second year, you know what he did. Signed mediocre free agency, pretty good draft, and then coming into this year, what he's done so far. So, do you like what he's done so far, and what do you want to see different from him?
So, I like what he's done and been able to maneuver in the draft with that team, Brock Aller, William Wesley, whoever is the brain trust, William Wesley, Tibbs, whoever's in the charge of that. I like what they've done with the draft process. They haven't done anything stupid, which those other guys at some point have done that you're talking about right now. But I think they soft as fuck. Like they don't make no moves that'll make a wrinkle. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't like. I don't like that. Like the other guys might have been too aggressive, some just plain idiotic, and then these guys are just like too soft. Like I need like something more aggressive than that, but less aggressive than them. You know what I mean? And I don't know who that is. I don't know if they're going to grow into that. But I say I like Leon Rose second because he hasn't done anything stupid. You know what I mean? Donnie Walsh got us Melo. You know what I mean? And we all know how I feel about Melo. You know what I mean? So I'm always going to pick Donnie Walsh in that aspect because he went for the superstar. You know what I mean? Traded the bag for it. Even though you knew you had a chance. I know he was, might have gone to Brooklyn and stuff like that, but you knew you had a chance at him in the summertime. You know what I mean? If Brooklyn didn't make the move, because they had to give up a bag regardless too. So, but Leon Rose, I feel like he hasn't done anything stupid, but I do need him to make a move. I need a move where it's like, okay, that was Leon Rose. That was a Leon Rose move.
What move do you want?
See,
let's look at the landscape, right?
Excuse me.
Towns,
right.
Donovan Mitchell, they saying not going nowhere. The Randall about to get traded. Irvin about to get traded. You're not getting the Clippers superstars.
Right.
What move do you really realistically think he can actually make?
I mean, so looking at what Minnesota did, they kind of like upped the ante on what it costs to get somebody. So, I mean, if I'm the Knicks and I'm looking at, we got 11 first-round picks that we have, but we only can trade 8 of them. You know what I mean? So it's like, shit, Rudy Gobert going for 5. It ain't out. When Brian Windhorst said it ain't outrageous if they ask for all 8 of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You're not getting that. So
not for nobody. Especially not Donovan Mitchell, bro. Not love the
guy. I'm just saying, if Rudy went for 5,
right?
You see where I'm going with how things get expensive. It's just like I don't know who even is available. Dame just read up for the biggie bag for the
63
for the mega bag. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like you're not getting none of these young superstars unless somebody just gets frustrated like a LaMelo or
this year's down the line. So the way I'm looking at it now is like he did the best he honestly could do right now because there's no stars available, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Brunson on this year's free agency list, about the 4th best player. If you I don't count, probably 3rd if you get rid of Irvin because he wasn't really a free agent. You know what I mean? But
yeah, like 3rd, if you're talking about like guys that was actually
Bill Levine,
not a Bill
Levine, Ayton, and then probably Brunson, right? So he got the 4th best free agent that was available. Isaiah's a nice pickup. And I know I'm about to get into this next subject, which you brought back Mitch. This year I think did pretty good. I thought last year was a disaster free agency. I think they was trying to please Tibbs too much last year. This year it seemed like they listen, we're gonna do what we think is best for the team. Sorry, Tibbs, right? Gibson getting cut, Burks going I
was surprised.
All going. So I can kind of see them like, listen, we're going to go after our guys now. Did your way, didn't work, we're doing our way, right? So I kind of see that from the direction they're going. Yeah. But I'm going to give it to somebody else. So offline, you and I, we had some spirited debates about this man. Just to let y'all know, Dice is a Mitch hater. Okay? He calls the boy trash. Says he has no talent.
He don't.
He doesn't do anything well.
Nope.
He robbed.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say all that. I didn't say all that. But I say he's not worth $60 million. I don't care if it's T.O. option or not.
Right. So here's my point. I'm gonna let you get to your take, your Mitch hated take. Here's my take. Mitch has never had a point guard, bro, and I know he's not a person who can score on his own. I get that, and he's probably not going to be that guy. But for a guy to average 9 and 9 last year with Burks as his point guard, and then Kemba for a couple games here and there, and then IQ for a couple games here and there, for him to almost average a double-double says that guy has talent, right? And if you put him with a real point guard, he's probably averaging at least 12 just on dunks and lobs alone, right? So he's averaging 12, 14 points next year. If Bronson stays healthy and everything works right, I expect Mitch numbers to climb. and especially if he stays healthy. That's the biggest thing. But I expect his numbers to climb. He would have averaged way more if he just hit free throws. He shot like 45% from the free throw line. If he increased that to 65, 70%, he's up to 13, 14 points last year with Burks as your starting point guard.
But how long we been talking about that?
How long we been talking about point guard?
This going on in year 5 right now, though.
Yeah, but he haven't had a point guard in year 5 right now, bro.
You're talking about free throws. We've been talking about 45% for 4 years.
That's something that he definitely needs to work on. But you got to understand, Mitch came in super raw. Like, he came in out of high school. He didn't have any college schooling. Mm-hmm. He came in extremely, extremely raw, just athleticism. That's it. So right now, it's like playing 4 years in college for him. He's coming into the NBA on his 5th year now, seasoned. He was not seasoned. So they're signing him based off of upside. They're not signing him based off of what he's done. They're signing him based on what they think he can do because he's raw. Same thing, Sims is a little raw too.
Right.
But you see the talent. So you got to think about signings, not what they are now, of what they can be. They signed him on projection. They didn't sign him off of this is what he done for us. They signed him off this is what we think he can do. And they might be right or wrong, but I love bringing back my own guys. Like for the first time since Charlie Ward, like we talked about before, I love that. Like I'm a Mitch guy. Like if he get his free throws together and stay on the court, he's a game changer. I've seen him affect games, offensive rebound and dominating people. I've seen it with times people were scared to go to the hole against that guy. Like, yeah, we can't just act like he trash and the new shiny center that's out there dunking is the guy now. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, so let me ask you this. Based on what you've seen the last 4 years, we probably didn't seen 85% of his games. You know what I mean? Let's just say, did he deserve 15 a year? Yes or no?
No, but like I said before, I don't think they paid him off of what he done. I think they paid him on what he think he can do going forward. Like I think Simons had a great second half last year and he was killing. Do I think he's worth $25 million a year right now? That was a bit steep for me, for Simons, and I like Simons, but they paid him because they think that's going to continue and he's going to be a star. They paid him on projection. Right. And that's the same thing the Knicks did with Mitch. They paid him on what they think he can be. They didn't pay him off of what he's done. They paying off what they've seen in practice and what they think he can improve on. And like, damn, if he gets his free throws together, he continue to work, he might end up outperforming this contract. And that's how
but based on the character of Mitch Robinson, do you believe that Mitch Robinson is gonna put in that work? What shows you that he's gonna do that? Like basing that off the potential is like
it's a gamble, but when you're an over the cap team, you take gambles. Like they're going to be an over the cap team. There's not
regardless. Okay,
it's like, do you lose him for nothing, or you take the chance that maybe this works out? And if it does work out and he becomes better, his contract ends when he's 27, 28 years old. He ain't even in his prime yet. You know what I'm saying? Like. Let the man breathe. Let him see what he can do. He got his money. If he doesn't perform, it's going to look bad. But you over the cap anyway, so you just put him in a trade package and get something out. I mean, you got rid of Burks, you got rid of Kemba, you got rid of Noel. You can get rid of Mitch when the time comes, if it comes to that. He's not untradeable. Right. You know what I mean? So I don't really look at it that badly, quite honestly. That's how I look at it with Mitch. But I'm gonna get the other take. I want to get your thoughts on this. So we named those GMs.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, serious question here. Why do the Knicks always hire inexperienced GMs and they never get like a main well-known GM, but we get well-known coaches, but never a well-known GM? Why do you think that is?
Because the Knicks are a mafia. You know what I mean? Like, They built on relationships. James Dolan hires his friends. You know what I mean? We've seen throughout all the regimes, there's been some type of friend coming in somehow. You know what I mean? Look at this regime right here with Leon Rose. This is the biggest mafia we done had. Like, we got real gangsters in here. That's all family members though. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they built on too much friendship instead of competence. You know what I mean? And that's what the good organizations and franchises do. They build off who could do the job. Not I known you 20 years. I known you from back when we was at West Point, and like you know what I'm like. Nah, man. Like, and that's like I said, that's gonna be the downfall for the whole time of this under Dolan is because look, man, if you're not gonna be able to hire guys with competence, I mean. And that's the answer. That's the real answer, honestly. Look how we did the whole Brunson thing, right? Even though we probably still had the chance to get him anyway. Signed his dad. Oh, Leon Rose held him as a baby. Oh, Tibbs knew him as a baby. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like other teams around the league see that. Other players around the league see that. Like, we kind of did kiss ass to get Brunson. Like, I mean, we happy we got him. You know, finally got a point guard, but we kissed ass, and that's whack, to be honest. Like,
I kind of think, and I'm going off a different take than you on this one. I kind of think that the NBA pays the Knicks to suck. You know, we kind of talked offline.
You're taking this there.
Yeah, I think they pay the Knicks to suck. I'm gonna give y'all examples. When the Knicks are bad, think about ESPN. What they say? Oh, the Knicks suck. Knicks suck. You know how much ratings that get? Us being bad and the jokes and the laughs, and we keep hiring inexperienced GMs over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it makes me think like even Dolan was a relationship guy. Mm-hmm. Why would you keep hiring people with no experience on purpose? I don't care what kind of mafia you are, unless it's beneficial for you some kind of way. Like, or maybe he just don't care because as Knicks fans, we're going to support whether they trash or not.
Right.
Or maybe that's it.
Right.
I'm not sure. I do know when we're bad, even during the draft, even during free agency, regular season games when we're not playing on TNT, it's a Knicks joke. It's something to get the Knicks fans riled up.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat, you and I had these conversations offline, but I'm sitting back thinking like maybe there's some truth to that.
Mm-hmm.
If we was good all the time, where's the jokes coming from?
Right.
You know what I mean? Even that trade they made, a lot of people didn't like it. But if it was the Spurs, it's genius. If it was the Warriors, that's genius. Three first-round picks for one in the draft where we don't think it's a star available at 11. What a brilliant move.
Right.
The Knicks is like, laugh out loud, Knicks. They're doing everything for Brunson.
Right.
They're going all in for this guy. It's a joke. Right? Meanwhile, he's making the same amount as Simons. Nobody even mentioned Simons once. Nobody talked about that contract. He's making $4 million.
People think Simons is way better than him.
But Simons didn't do it on a big stage. Brunson did it in the playoffs.
This is true. It's every guy that we signed. Every guy that we signed is an issue.
That's what I'm saying. Why is that?
Because, like you said, we get paid to lose. We get paid to be humiliated.
That's my take for the day. We get paid to lose. And I think that this regime wants to win. But the NBA do us no favors. It's hard not to move up in the draft for 30 years, like 20 years, 24, whatever year. It's hard to do. The odds of
that's what I'll be talking about when we talking about the GMs of the past. I'm like, I don't care how many times you hire an incompetent person. It's hard to fuck it up 5 times, 6 times.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to do. The odds of that happening is slim. It don't happen. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. I'm telling you. And hopefully one day we just break the curse Dolan and just say, listen, I don't want that. I want to win. But it's something up. It's something. The only year that we make the playoffs is during the COVID season with no fans, when it don't matter. Fans come back. We flop again. Something up. Conspiracy. That's all I'm gonna say. Conspiracy theory. That's it. I'm gonna wrap it there. But go ahead, man. You take it away. We're gonna talk about game 2 next time.
Yeah. So I believe we play the Portland Trailblazers next. No. I think it's the Portland Trailblazers next on Sunday. One of the teams. I know we play Portland either Sunday or Monday, but I know we're gonna, wrap it up right here for the Trippin-N-The podcast. We had to give our crazy takes. We do feel like the Knicks are getting paid to lose games, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, third episode wrapped up here. Get you guys to like and subscribe. Trippin-N-The podcast. We thank everybody that's checking us out. We're going to keep growing this thing, keep talking about some crazy content from real Knicks fans because we got issues over here. So,
For sure.
I'm your host, Dice, my co-host, Mike, and there's another one wrapped up. See y'all later.